Hello and welcome to North Star Stamper. I'm Susan Kramer. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Woodbury, Minnesota. Thank you for joining me today. Let's find myself on my computer to make sure everything looks good. There we go. These are all the places I am on the internet. Hopefully you're finding me in all the places you are too. And if you ever need some help or have questions, Susan at northstarstamper.com is a good way to reach out to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, what I have today, it probably isn't anything new. I think I've talked about masks before, but when I was creating this card, you can see I have this little smudge right here, so we're going to talk about ways to fix that. Let's see, the So Sorry for Your Loss comes from the Prayers and Promises stamp set. My Fern comes from Fern and Flora, and this is a very large stamp, and that's why I have got the ink on there. I used my big E-block for it, and I got ink on there. So a few things we could do. Oh, and then our shape there, that's what prompted me to do this. The Flourish and Frames hot foil dies. The gold are the hot foil, excuse me, and the gray are cutting dies. So I use the smallest one, no, the second, I don't know, one of these dies for a swap that I'm doing this weekend. And I have a whole bunch of these, and I want to share them with you. If you want one of these, because this is a shape you probably don't have, and it's a great size for a card front, reach out to me by, say, August 20th, and I'll pop one of these in the mail to you. They're really fun to play with. So for this card, I did use my little ruler, and I tried to center it as best I could on my very vanilla panel there. And then I used a blending brush with blue and added my ink. And you can take it off and see what it looks like. And then I just stamped on it. So I did stamp a little bit on the inside, and I stamped on my envelope as well. So I am happy to share these with you. Like I said, I'll hold on to them until, let's say, August 20th. Reach out to me, Susan at northstarstamper.com, and I'll pop one in the mail to you. Just because it's fun to have different shapes. So, ideas for fixing this. I looked through my stash, and I have a whole bunch of Secret C is the color I used. So these were the in color, just in color flat pearls. They're kind of shiny. I don't know if I'd use them. Sorry if they're kind of shiny. They'd work, but I didn't realize we had these as well. These are the natural matte dots, and these are Secret C, and these are the Moody Palette glossy dots, and they include Secret C as well. So I could put one right on top of that little dot. I like the matte ones though. Another idea I had, I grabbed my box of ephemera. I do keep it in a kit box. And all these little pieces, little bits and whatever left over. I found all these butterflies, which I think would be nice on a sympathy card, but the colors don't really go. So we're going to make another quick card, and so I can use this butterfly on a card. So we're going to keep those separate. So for now, I think I'm just going to add... Oh, the other thing I thought of, I could stamp one of these. I think this is a moth and this is a butterfly. I could stamp one of these right over that spot too, and that might be kind of nice. Let's see how that would look. Let's see. I'd have to place it just so. That'd be all right. I think I want a little more texture on here though. So that one, and here's the other one. Sorry for the noise. That would be nice too. I don't know, lots of options. Leave me a comment. How would you have fixed my smudge there? I'd love to know. Or do you have other ideas? Maybe there's something else you do when that happens to your panel that I've already adhered it, so I can't take it off. So we're gonna put one right on top of it. You and I are the only ones who will never know. And it looks like I have big ones and small ones. So let's add, so they say to do things in threes. We'll put two up here, and I like the small ones. We'll put one down here. Let's see. I think there. I think that's the perfect place for it. Get this out of the way. Get this out of the way. Sorry for the mess. So that's my card. So we're going to make another card together quickly. I have things all ready to go. So I stamped with friends yesterday, and when I created my card, well, I don't have it handy to show you, I die cut some leaves for us to use on our cards, and this is two-tone. See, that's lighter and darker. This is two-tone Old Olive cardstock. And they got to choose which leaves and what color and all that, but I just used one piece, and now I'm going to use this as a mask. I think I've done it before, but I didn't want to throw it away, so use it, right? Oh, see, I have more of these. And I have Old Olive and Mossy Meadow to play with. I've already created a layer, or a sentiment. I stamped the dashes here in Old Olive, and then I stamped "Thank you so much" in Mossy Meadow, and then punched it with my circular rectangle punch. So that's going to go on our card. And I have a card base of Old Olive. And then I have Basic Beige. So we're going to put this behind here and do some stenciling, masking with that. This is going to go on the inside of our card, and I thought I would add some stencil there. And our envelope, I thought I would add stencil there, so they would all tie together. So sometimes you do need to, let me grab that card again. Sometimes you do need to mask off the rest of your card. So when you put this on here, it's easy to use a blending brush and go too wide and get your panel. And why is this not lining up? So your panel to add ink beyond your panel onto your card layer. Okay, I'll slow down. My videos don't have to be short, right? I'd rather make sure you get the information. So if I were to do this again, I would put Post-it note here and add ink. It's easy to not go beyond here and here. There's a little more room, but so make sure you have Post-it note or scrap paper handy to cover up anywhere you don't want ink. All right, let's get back to it. Oh, sorry, there's a glare. I looked up at my video and it was glaring off my Old Olive card ink pad. Okay, so I thought we would use Old Olive, and I think this is clean, pretty clean. We're going to use Old Olive at the top, and I think this will be just about right. I can see beyond my panel here, and we're just going to add a little bit at the top. Rather than throwing this away, which I was about to, I'm like, that's kind of a nice pattern. And they're every which way. It doesn't matter. If you liked one more than another, you can just use one of the leaves, stems, sprigs. I guess that's what it was called. So I added a little bit. Oh, here come all the ideas. I added just a little bit of Old Olive. I could twist it and do a different color. You could add different masks. You could do a different shape. You could do, oh my goodness, here come all the ideas. We're just going to leave it in place and do darker at the bottom. I should have adhered this down a little bit. I think we're good. That's good. So we're going to switch to Mossy Meadow. I'm using this one here to line it back up. And I'm going to have darker at the bottom. And we'll do a little bit up. I'm going to hold down the left side and see what it looks like. Oh, that looks good. I think that's good. And there's our background. I got a little heavy-handed there, but that's all right. So we're going to use that same mask. This is for the inside of my card. You could just choose which one you liked. We'll just add a little bit here. Well, it got dark, so make it dark. Make this one lighter. Make this one lighter. And then just blend out into it. Oh, that looks good. That's the inside. Then we're going to do our envelope. I'm going to grab... I just want to do it on the flap. So I'm going to use my scrap paper here, And I put most of my envelope under a big piece and then just have the flap exposed. Because I don't want to put it down here on the base of my envelope. So I put my envelope flat over like that. Oh, let's move it down a little bit. And we'll just add some ink. That looks good. And we'll just add a little more. You know what? Let's do this. Let's get some of the mossy meadow out. And let's see what this looks like if we overlap. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. So it's some old olive. And let's turn this sideways. And add some more. You're going to go very, very light and see how this looks with... And not go past the edge. I don't want that straight line on it. I'll just add some more. This is just the envelope. I don't know. It gets a little messy, but you get the idea. It'd be kind of fun to use two very different greens, or you do something other than leaves and use different colors. Okay, anyway, let's get our card together. And I have to show you, I am almost out of green glue. So I am using Scotch double-sided tape. Isn't that funny? I told Tony I was out of my adhesive. He's like, don't you have double-sided tape? I'm like, well, yeah, I do. So I found a roll. So there's our layer. And then I chose old olive because I thought this one would look nice on here. Oh, look, that does look nice. And we're going to use a dimensional. I bent the wings up a little bit, just with my fingers. And we'll put one on either side. Oh, that's a mini, or a half. I have a little bin there for my garbage. I'm not just throwing it on the table. You can see it took me a few times to get that so much just right. It's a very fine line, and I just re-inked my mossy meadow pad. This one's bothering me a little, so I'm going to cover most of it up. There we go. I have some pressed flower motifs, and I think I added some other, I forget what these are called. But we're just going to add a few of these. Oh, and we're going to put that on the inside. 3, 1, 2, and we'll do small. 3. And this can go on the inside. So use your negatives when you die cut something. Think ahead. I did not, it just happened for me with these leaves. But when you are die cutting, think ahead how you might be able to use the negative piece as a mask. Get more out of your products. So thank you for joining me. Happy stamping, happy masking. There we go. Let's let this catch up to us. There we are. Thanks for joining me. If you have suggestions, let me know and tell me what you would have done to fix my smudge. Bye.